I was
You
just...
ruined the countdown.
And
What?
we're back.
I'm so confused.
As we jump back into where we were. You guys were making your way to this pillar that seems to be 8 separate columns in a circle to make this singular pillar. Hilda, currently leading your party towards it, and all around you, seeing the eyes of the forgotten, silently acknowledging your assistance with protecting their guardian, Hilda, from herself and from the facilitators.
We haven't left yet, right?
No.
We leave. I want to hand Hilda the drawing I made of the sunflower.
Bless.
My roll was a 32. Profession drawings.
So as she's walking, you quickly catch up to her gait. Her eyes seem to be fixed on the direction towards the column, though eventually you keep up with her gait, though it's difficult with how fast or how large her gait is compared to yours. Though, you do. So how do you get her attention?
I just kind of like clap a bit at her feet, kind of like make a loud noise.
You can see her head that's done the most talking doesn't turn. It's the other one with the sharp eyes that you see Actually, from this point of view, you can tell they're a pretty lilac color as they look down at you.
Aww.
I just kind of get the drawing that I've kind of removed from my book and like turn it to her so you can see it and kind of like hand it out towards her.
As they're making their progression, they stop when you do this, kind of almost making you run into her leg. But the other head turns and eyes go wide. And if these creatures could cry, she would be bawling.
Aww.
As one of her large arms reach down. Do you let her take it?
Yeah, let's take it.
As you set it on fire. No.
Oh my god!
As she takes it, and very similar to the other one, she presses it close to her chest. The sharp-eyed one seeming to stay composed as it looks to you and kind of just gives you an affirming nod. Before it looks like the control of her body was resigned to the sharp-eyed one as it continues its gait. The other one, lost in glee and satisfaction of the present you gave her.
Yeah.
Yay!
Profession drawings are the best. You will get fucked.
So as you continue and make your final steps, you get to this large pillar. Hilda, only seeming to be able to fit in it barely if she stood straight. And while she's there, she reaches up to a handhold that, from your guys' height, you couldn't really tell. As she puts weight down on it, you hear clicking and clacking and breaking of stone and just overall noise of work being done. And after it finishes, you watch as the first 5 rows of columns kind of slide downwards, and inside, it's like a tube with a solid stone floor. Perfect size for these creatures, but to you guys, it's mammoth-sized.
So, Hilda, got any advice for the next floor?
Hilda does not know what to expect, but facilitators come here because they're not happy. I can't expect what they do on next floor.
Speaker!
I don't think
You don't see anyone
in that
here?
area.
Well, actually, if this was the second floor, then we should expect weapons on the next. The training pod.
Ashram's gonna cup his hands over his mouth. Speaker!
I think they're
Go ahead and
kinda
make a
monk on that.
diplomacy.
Cool.
You.
They were only on.
Very similar to the last time. Coming out of the, like, right in everyone's peripheral, just out of sight. The gnarled, mutated form of the large-eyed, no-neck creature wobbles into view. Mouth closed and eyes waiting for a reason why it was called forth again.
Hey, Speaks, how's it going? Just wanted to ask, what exactly are we gonna expect on the third floor?
The speaker can't speak for other floors. The speaker knows the tales that pertain to the tower, but not beyond the speaker's own prior knowledge. The speaker has not gone beyond the third floor.
Alright, Speaks. Okay, cool. Are there any messages you want us to tell them? On the other floors? If we get around to it?
No, there's nothing that the speaker needs to be told to those that aren't the forgotten.
Alright, Speaks. I guess that's it. Unless anyone else has any questions as I look around.
Beware the pull of power. Many have been drowned in its wake.
Okay, so what's that?
Is the speaker speaking in common?
Yeah.
No.
Well, he was. He used
No.
to be.
But now he isn't. So I ask him, pull of power, what's that?
All things get drugged to the dark for a lack of light. And to escape, they always seek power. Beware the pull of power.
Ah, I see. Okay. Alright, well, thanks for that, Mr. Speaker. I shall see you maybe never. But it was nice talking to you.
As you say that, it makes the effort in a very strange but elegant and very precise bow of something that's lived for eons and eons in this broken, crippled frame, with its head bowed and no one speaking. It slowly moves backwards, hiding back at everyone's peripherals, before turning to see again where the speaker is, to see nothing but trash.
Maybe we'd have questions if you actually told us what the fuck you were saying.
Oh, well, it's kind of already gone if you want me to talk to him next. Again. I did ask! Don't worry, he wasn't saying anything any important. Don't worry about it.
Really now? Wasn't
I'm
saying
gonna
anything
move
important.
so that Rykor is positioned between me and Asteron.
No.
Right
Aston, I
next
got
to
a question for you.
Jackson.
He said nothing important then, right?
Yeah, nothing really important. I asked him about the third floor. I didn't have anything for us.
Really?
Yes,
Nothing important.
he didn't have anything important.
What did he say?
Nothing you all need to worry about, in all honesty.
What did
Right,
he
Thor.
say?
Do you find what he had to say was important?
About the pull of power? Like, it was just like, hey, don't, look for power a lot. So for Astron, it's just like, okay, I know these people aren't really all that power hungry. They're just like, okay, sure, whatever. It's more of a thing for me. So you get the feeling that he thinks that there was nothing important. There might have been something there, but he personally does not seem that there was any importance to it.
Astron, even if it's not important, we still want to know what you're saying.
Okay,
Oh my god.
all right. Well, yeah, that's what he got. So, Mr. Akiyama, do you want to say anything?
Seriously, what did he say?
Okay, he said something about pull of power. Don't get drawn to it. People who come to the dark shouldn't look for power. There, done. That's all he
That's
said.
pretty important.
Is it really? I don't see. You all don't seem like the power hungry type. I mean, I feel like I'm the power hungry one. I feel like that was directed towards me.
It
Yeah,
may
what
not
you
exactly
looking
work like
for?
that.
Oh, I guess I got you guys all pegged wrong. Great
What you
little
looking
bastards.
A ring that was powerful?
Yes.
Is there a wall nearby that I can punch?
There's the column. Of,
I'm gonna punch it.
roll a strength check.
No, I'm starting to get
All right.
aggravated.
Oh,
It's kind of our lift up. You probably don't want to break that.
You break your fist.
As you punch the column, you're immediately kicked back with the shock of dark energy into your fist that flings you back 20 feet into a trash pile.
That's fine. That's fine.
Raya,
Why did you do
That's
that?
fine.
are you alright?
I'm just climbing out, silent, walking back over.
But just because I can fix your
Trying
injuries
not to
doesn't mean
snarl.
you should hurt yourself for no reason.
This one's kind of smirking.
Shall we go on then?
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, unless the lift down yet.
Yes.
Cool.
She's just standing there
Oh, yeah,
waiting
that's-
and looking kind of perplexed at that little show of masochism?
Well, let's get going before we decide to punch more walls.
Yeah, this one gets on the lift.
It's like self-harm. Pain somewhere else
Yeah,
takes the
get
pain
on
away
it.
from that point.
Does everybody move on? Suijin, you were in the process of saying something, but you never completed.
I was, but then I totally forgot what I was saying because that was too amusing.
Yeah.
So as you all get on, she lets go of the handhold that she's been putting pressure on. The columns of rock and stone slowly start to slide back into place, forming the 8 pillars of this column, blocking off your view of the second floor. But before it goes out of sight, you're left with the approving nod of Hilda's right head. And, if possible, you could have sworn the tear-filled nod of the second. Before the columns close up. Her last memory of her face burning in your minds. As you get to shake and stutter as the floor begins to move upwards. And you feel the sensation of ascending. Looking up, it doesn't seem like there's anything in immediate view of your guys' vision and dark vision. It might be another long trip upwards, but You're making your way up.
I gave her some pretty good drawings, I think.
Cool.
Sujin's gonna walk up next to Akiyama. Chances are we're gonna fight another one of those facilitator things, right?
Rather we didn't, but yes, probably.
That last one kind of, okay, not kind of, really fucked me up a little bit. Do you think you can heal me a little? Or a lot? Whatever you can.
Suppose so, if you take your rags off. Does Sujin take his rags off?
Oh, what? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear it. You're kind of low on my end. Yeah, he takes those. Oh, fine.
Alright, yeah.
And then he takes his rags off.
Slap him now!
Bip. Bap.
You can only do one. You already gave him one.
Oh
earlier.
yeah, cool. I only did one. Doesn't matter, they're the same thing. What's your hit die?
D8, sir.
What's your hit die?
D8.
D8, cool.
You're not, am I not going through? Am I muted?
Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah, you go for it. That's 46. Yep.
Well, that's
Plus
half
a
of
5. And then a D8.
Mm.
And now, oh, good boy. And now, after doing that, they can be like, oh yes, and he would slap you across the face. That
Is that a...
well, when you were, I don't know why, you just kind of stood there and put your arms out and said something along the lines of, hit me, go on, do it. Quite frankly, don't know what you were trying to do.
I was trying...
You didn't try to purposely get yourself hurt.
Well, we weren't really doing that much damage to the guy, so I'm an exorcist. I have this ability that chained our
Kept the
souls
chains.
together. Yes. Finally got to use it.
I saw them.
Yeah.
It was still stupid.
That's what I was doing.
You put yourself incredibly injured. If I wasn't there, you would probably be dead.
And if I didn't do that, I'd be dead anyways.
Look, don't do that again.
I don't need your permission to do what I want to do.
Ooh, shit. Astron says out loud.
You do if you want to live.
And who says I want to live? Come on, we're wasting time. Let's go.
Well,
Well, we can't really go in much anywhere. Just
waiting
looking at the lift,
this to
just
go up.
slowly going up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Unless you want to try to find a side to walk off. That will fulfill your death wish.
It was well fought, Sujin. Just perhaps a little more caution next time. You may not care if you live or die, but the rest of us could use your help to get out of here.
That's... I thank you for your concern, but... Okay, thank you. I'm not really in the mood to fight right now.
Hey, Brian, you seem angry about something. You want to talk about it?
Astron has a death wish too.
Astron!
Sorry, I had to unplug my headphones, so my mic was muted.
Go ahead.
Is he going to say what he said again so she can hear you?
Pearls in a real nasty snarl. Rykor is still between the two of you.
How about you don't do this right now? possibly not even ever.
I don't know. I kind of feel like if she just starts strangling one of us or punching walls when we're not supposed to, and we're trying to keep a situation under wraps, I feel like we should probably let this out right now while we're in a lift where nothing happening. So, Ryan, anything you want to just let off your chest?
No change in response.
Astra, I think she's
I
more
st-
mad at you than anything.
Look, I suppose it's not entirely wrong on the part of you grabbing people and punching walls. It's not exactly helpful right now. If you're mad at him, that's fine. But could you at least keep that till we're out of the dark? I don't mind looking the other way at least once.
So it looks over at Aki. I'm like, really, man? So it looks
Once.
back over to Raya.
I'll fix you up.
Sure.
No verbal response. No verbal acknowledgement.
Okay, well, you see, like,
Please?
we're gonna need some sort of acknowledgement, Miss Raya.
Oh my
Like,
god,
you can't
Astron,
just
shut the
sit
fuck
there.
up.
Well, no, I'm not gonna shut the fuck up. We need to handle this right now.
She's gonna fucking kill you if you don't shut up right now.
You're just aggravating her. Stop it.
It's also not the kind of language you'd want to use as a priest. Should be better than that.
Raya, for any slight I might have done to you, I am sorry. All I want right now is an explanation. Because a lot of people were kind of mad that I wasn't explaining things the best way. You're the only one who picked me up. You're the only one punching walls right now, so.
She doesn't have to explain anything.
As long as you do everything in your power to make sure that we are prepared, we won't have a problem.
Well, I mean, like I said, the facilitator just came out of nowhere. Neither me nor Big Hilda knew that was happening. She just ran off. I didn't know
On her
what
axe
was
is tightening.
Astron,
I didn't know
I have a
what was
question for you.
Yes, Suchin.
How closely related are your parents?
How closely related?
Cause they seem pretty. Cause you seem pretty fucking retarded to be asking all these damn questions.
Whoa!
To be completely
Alright.
honest, I don't
Listen.
remember my parents.
Hey, listen, guys.
All the infighting.
We're all
Great.
trying to get out of here. I understand there's a lot going on. But we can have a therapy session when we get out of the dark. Right now, we should focus on staying alive and not tearing each other apart. How about that?
Really, I think all the best character developments in these types of stories happens in the elevator, but whatever.
I agree with Rancor.
Oh, now you know what an elevator is.
Burn! Sick burn!
The lift.
All I'm saying is I really don't understand why someone is mad at me right now. Because like I said, I gave you all the information needed to be prepared. To my knowledge. Like I said, I didn't know that the babies were her flowers. I mean, I knew they were important to her, but I didn't know. I gave you all the information that I wanted. If you want to be mad at me misinterpreting information, fine, sure.
Okay,
Astron,
Astron, I got another question.
shut up.
Yes, Sujin?
You froze, Robert.
Okay, I got. Oh yeah, I got another. Oh my god, your ass must be so jealous of the amount of shit that just came out of your fucking mouth.
Seriously, language.
What? It's common. God.
Oh my god.
You have a reputation to maintain as a priest.
I'm not
Sujin
a
is my
priest.
hero.
I'm an exorcist.
Still a priest of Dove.
otherwise known as murder.
Questionable legality, but
I don't remember
Still.
reading in Dove's books that I can't cuss.
but you can't. It's more being a good role model.
She's not the god of good role models.
Yeah, it's a god of murder.
No, that's Crow. That's the faceless one.
Oh, you had me fooled.
Why do you care so much about demons and devils?
Oh, devils can go straight to hell. Get that?
Also, for
But
what it's
demons?
worth, it's not Crow. It's the god of murder. It's Raven. Just incorrect.
Okay, yeah, I should know that. I'm sorry. I was like,
No,
No,
you did,
no,
you did
I
that
was
in
just
character now. Though.
interjecting
You
there.
did that in character now.
yeah, I'm cool.
Well, I mean, I'm just a little concerned about how much you liked it. The way that you described it.
You know what?
To be fair, it was somewhat creepy.
It was, wasn't it? I'm sorry if that mistook you, but demons and me have a very, very bad history.
Imagine so.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, certain demons.
I've never encountered a good one.
Demons are not evil by nature. They're chaotic by nature. There's a difference.
Why are you defending them?
Why am I even talking to you? I just feel like I'll be lowering my IQ to your level.
Oh,
Gotta be as annoying as possible. Is there any historically known good demons? Yeah.
As you
like, kind
think
of in the
about it, there
background.
actually is a lot of historically known demons, and demons that even governed a couple of churches in the name of
Yeah.
good deities, and demons that completely disown their demonic nature. It's uncommon, but it happened a lot of times in history.
Yeah, like Akion, it's kind of in the background as the moment after there are no good demons, just starts kind of rattling off names with dates, known actions,
Oh,
the
man, you're
whole
that
fucking
guy.
Wikipedia page.
You're
Like-
that guy.
Yeah, no, that's not entirely correct. I mean, granted, outliers, that's what they're typically seen as, but still.
Outliers don't represent the majority.
But they represent it as possible.
When you see a demon flay your best friend alive, then rattle off all those names to me again.
Akiyama starts rattling off all those names again. He hasn't. He's you can sense motive if you want.
I am done with this conversation.
So back to Raya.
No. We should
Is there
just
anything
stop
you want to
talking.
say? Because if you want this stuff to be solved, gonna have to explain some things and talk. Can't just growl. I mean, I can growl, but I don't know Inuican, so can we please just converse? We've got the time.
Wait,
Details.
how many-
Asteron. Details can mean life or
Talking
death.
and you're like, no.
Like I said.
Nothing is not important here.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry I withheld some details. Details
need
that
to
I
tell
thought
us-
were not important.
You need to tell us literally everything. I agree with Raya. Even if you don't think it's important, still tell us. Because we might find it important.
Yeah, it's especially when you're translating. It's just typically considered a good form to translate everything.
Hmm. Do any of you know anyone named Takaseth?
Can't say that I do.
Okay. Alright.
Seth? Knowledge history.
Doesn't sound like something that... Oh, I might be muted. Oh, no, not. Doesn't sound like something that you've encountered in your knowledges. No.
Yeah, we heard you.
Do I?
Yeah, he said like
No.
your knowledge history just does not cover that.
Okay. I'll throw knowledge and ability in as well if I'm allowed to. That's the two. Okay. No. Why are they
Okay.
important?
If you hear the name, run,
Why?
because you don't want to deal with them,
Why?
because they will kill you,
Why?
because of reasons,
What reasons?
because they don't like me.
Why do they not like you?
Wow. You don't have to answer that question. I can pretty much guess.
What particular reason do they have for not liking you?
Okay, Astron gets in your face because of a slight in the distant past of my life
Right.
that's gotten me to the position I'm in now.
Right.
Cool. There. All my secrets are gone.
It's not really much of a secret, it is. Doesn't really mean anything.
Why'd you bring it up?
Because you wanted to know all the
Yeah.
information. And I'm giving it to you now.
Suppose so. Anyone
Is that-
else got anyone apparently hunting them down?
Yes, I mean, like, I opened up Raya.
Come to think of it. No offense or anything, but do we know anything about Raya at all?
I don't know, do we? I look over to Rykor.
Do we need to?
I don't know.
I mean, I
I've
only
given some
I
important
even-
information.
learned your name not from yourself, but from someone else.
What do you want to know?
I was talking about Raya.
I heard you.
I don't know.
Wait, sorry, what? I got way too deep in character.
Good job. Good job. Good. Yeah, Akiyama brought up that, like, no one knows anything about Raya whatsoever. Because Aston was doing his big, like, oh, here's all my information. Here you go, you bastards. So, yeah. Okay, I was calling you out.
Did you actually ask?
We did. Well, I mean,
Kind
like,
of, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, is there anything you want to share? Occupation?
Wants, needs, sexual desires.
Nothing worth knowing.
Okay, so now apparently certain things aren't important.
I believe that's judged by the individual whether something's worth knowing or not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that not what I was doing?
No, I
Look.
mean on the individual you're talking to. So there might be something I find important about her that she doesn't find important.
Look, we don't have to tell you everything about our own lives. What we wanted, Astron, was details about what you were translating. We don't want to know everything about you if you don't want to tell us.
Sure.
There's all this time.
I still think
What'd you say?
that's a pretty good point. I would
What was that,
like
Chris?
to know some basic information.
Said the two are entirely different situations.
Yes. And if she doesn't want to give us even basic information, she doesn't have to. She's
I don't know. I
She's
think it
not
helps
obligated.
facilitate
You
trust.
know what I am. That's all
I-
there is to it.
I don't know anything about who you are beyond that you're Calabalan.
That's all you need to know.
Is it though?
You know what helps facilitate trust? She's been there every time we got in a fight. That's all I need to
She's-
know.
Akiyama, she's protected us. You don't need to push. It's fine.
She did actually just try to strangle someone not 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, and that person was being really annoying.
If she had
It's
tried to
because-
strangle him, she would have. To be fair.
It's because he
It
wasn't
wasn't really
giving us good
protecting people,
information.
though, is it?
Look, you can't lie and say that you haven't wanted to strangle Astron.
I haven't wanted to strangle Asteron because I'm a normal person.
No.
He's
I'll
actually
admit
not
he's
wrong.
annoying.
He's actually not. You guys are murdering him. Literally the only person here who hasn't
I'll admit
killed
that
anyone.
he's annoying, but my first thought is murder. He's not lying.
Oh, wow, what?
I mean,
Are you
granted, I
okay?
could be lying and you wouldn't know, but he's not lying. He's not lying. Granted, again, I could be lying, you wouldn't know, but he's not lying.
He seems to be very truthful in his words. He does not seem
far
like
as I-
someone that would jump to violence.
I mean,
Right.
I'll go one step
right,
ahead.
You're trying to murder him.
He seems actively offended that you would imply such a thing.
I didn't play anything. I didn't say anything.
That anyone would imply such a thing of him, like, wanting to strangle someone to death.
I
What were
wasn't
you
implying
pause,
strangling him.
Pause. What were you saying, Suijin?
I got overspoken, so I forgot, like, now.
I wasn't implying that you were going to strangle them to death. More
Some
like just out of frustration.
Yeah. He's offended. Do you think he would immediately resort to violence?
So as you guys get to the apex of the conversation, points being brought that make a lot of sense, others that seem to be ignored to make room for ones to sound better. But in the end, it leads everyone a little further apart from each other as the negative emotions begin to stew and basically become foundations for something to grow. To what it is still unknown. Though, Within this time, as silence begins to overtake you all, a period of 30 minutes go by before you make your way to seeing light at the top of the column that you guys are sat in.
In the meantime, Asteron started to whistle.
Not very good.
Well
Hear
then.
coming from the top of the column, as there's a flicker of blue seemingly sinking downwards towards your direction.
Alright, Asteron's going to make way of that thing coming down. Okay, I think
yep.
we should...
Move out of the way.
Yep.
Moving the fuck out of the way.
Big old move.
Yep.
Bringing that axe up just a little bit further.
Do a big old move.
And as you guys continue to move and orient yourselves to the position that you want, the figure floats down slowly, almost at an equal gait with the increase of height that this pillar seems to be going down up. As it gets off that chilling noise once more. With that, we're going to take our second break.
I knew you were gonna do that!
Yeah.
Thank God I need to go to the bathroom.
Of
We did have
course.
like an hour of just pure role playing, so.
So thank you guys for watching. We're going to take another break, and we'll be back here within 15 to 20 minutes. So this is time to get up, use the restroom, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you guys back here then. Peace.
We got Catty there.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah,